Hello? Testing, testing. There we go. Testing, testing. Yeah, so, the great unmasking. We are born into a story not of our making. Before we speak, we are handed a script filled with names for our feelings, rules for our worth, and maps of the world that others have drawn. We are told this is reality. But if this script is built on a foundation of carefully conceived lies, what if the anxiety you feel, the relationships you sabotage, and the ceilings you cannot break through are not your fault, but the natural result of believing in fictions disguised as facts? The truth is not a luxury, it is the only architect of a life worth living. Yet the most critical truths are often the ones we are attractive, actively hiding from by society, by our families, and most devastatingly, by our own protective minds. We do not create or discover these truths in comfort or success. They are unearthed in the rubble of our adversities. It is in the fire of heartbeat failure and the loss that lies burned away, and the bedrock of who we really are is finally revealed. The healing process is not about fixing a broken version of you. It is a forensic extraction. It is the painstaking work of distinguishing the implanted lies from the authentic truth so you can finally understand your history, claim your identity, and for the first time, author your own future. We're going to go through 50 questions and answers and examples of why truth and lies determine everything. What lies we are told about ourselves. Number one, the lie, you are not good enough. Answer, the truth is, you are comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Your worth is instinct, not earned. Example, you didn't get the job. The lie says you're a failure. The truth says you were simply not the right fit for that specific role at that specific time, and it frees you from the right one. Two, the lie. Your feelings are wrong. Answer, feelings are not right or wrong. They are data. They are signals from your nervous system, not a moral verdict. Example, you feel angry at a friend's joke. The lies say you're too sensitive. The truth says your boundary was crossed, and the anger is a valid message asking you to speak up. Number three, the lie. You must be perfect to be loved. Answer, perfection is a mask, and masks prevent true intimacy. You are loved because you are flawed, not in spite of them, as they make you real. Example, you hid your anxiety from a partner for years. The lie keeps you lonely. The truth shared allows them to see you and love the real you. Four, the lie. Your past defines you. Answer, your past is your prologue, not your final chapter. It informs you, but it does not imprison you. Example, you grew up in poverty. The lie says you'll never be financially secure. The truth says your past gives you a unique resilience and drive for security. Number five, the lie. If you have to work hard at it, you aren't talented. Answer, this is the lie of the natural. Mastery is the product of daily, dedicated effort. Talent is just a starting point. Example, you struggle to learn a new language. The lie says you're not a language person. The truth says you are building new neutral pathways through consistency. Six, The lie. You are too much or not enough. Answer. This is a lie of comparison. You are exactly the right amount of the people and purpose meant for you. Example. You're a big personality. The lie says you're overwhelming. The truth says your energy is a gift that affects those who need it. 7. The lie. You are what you have. Answer. Your possessions are external markers, not internal value. You are your character, your compassion, and your resilience. Example. You lose a house in a fire. The lie says you lost your identity. The truth reveals you are still you, carrying your family and memories forward. 8. The lie. You are a burden. Answer. This is a cruel fiction. Every person needs others. Asking for help is an act of strength and a catalyst for connection. Example. You're going through a divorce and need to lean on friends. The lie says you're annoying them. The truth is that your vulnerability invites them to be closer. Number 9, the lie. Your mistakes are unforgivable. Answer. Forgiveness is not about forgetting the act, but about releasing yourself from its endless emotional penalty. You are more than your worst action. Example. You said something hurtful in an argument. The lie says you're a bad person. The truth says you acted from a wound, and you can apologize, learn, and change. Number 10, the lie. You should be happy all the time. Answer. Time. This is emotionally tyranny. A full human life includes a full spectrum of emotions. Happiness is not a consistent state. It's a visitor. Example, you feel deep sadness after a loss. The lie says you're depressed and broken. The truth says you are grieving, which is a natural and a necessary process of love. Category 2, the lies we are told about others. 11, the lie. Everyone else has has it figured out. Answer, no one does. Life is a series of experiments, not a solved equation. Everyone is improvising rather. Everyone is improvising. Example, you look at a successful peer. The lie says their life is easy. The truth is they have their own set of hidden struggles and anxieties, which everyone does. And if you are a person that believes that most of the people you see that are doing good have it all together, you really don't understand life. And it takes time to understand life. These are the things that I tell younger brothers, like, I know sometimes they may think, oh man, this dude may think he know it all. No, I've just lived through so much bullshit that I understand. And if I give you something, it's to help you, not to hurt you. God helps, the devil hurts. I ain't into that business no more. Number 12, the lie. They are out to get you. Answer, most people are so preoccupied with their own lives that they don't even have time or energy to conspire against you. Example, a colleague gives you a vague compliment. The lie says they're mocking you. The truth is they were probably just trying to be polite and didn't know what to say. And this is why I say I want everybody to win. Because if everybody's winning, nobody has time to worry about nobody else. Life goes on. Things happen, you move on. You learn from them and you move on. 13, the lie. If they love me, they would know. Answer, love is not telepathy. Expecting others to read your mind is a recipe for resentment, Communication is the bridge. Example, you're upset and your partner doesn't ask why. The lie says they don't care. The truth is they may not have the cues and you need to initiate the conversation. 14, the lie. People don't change. Answer, people can change, but only if they want to and do the work. The lie is that change is impossible, giving people a permanent excuse. And I have to say that I'm a living example of people can change. I thought I was going to be a criminal all my life. But going through the things I've gone through in the last, say, 16, 17 years has shown me that living and working with the devil is not the thing. In order for you to make it to the paradise, you have to be on the side of God and living your life as you speak. You can't just say that you're doing this or you're living this and your actions don't show. Like it says, you have to put the work in, and it has to be in your heart to want to change. Over 10 years ago, I reinvented myself and changed my mindset. You know, I was able to forgive others, but most importantly, forgive me. That's when I found my peace. So it's about you. It's about no one else. No one can dictate your life, only you. An example, your partner hurts you. The lie says they will always be that way. The truth is, you can observe if they are showing consistent, active efforts to change their behavior. And you'll be able to see it. See, that's one thing. You know, the truth needs no support. Excuse me. And if a person, my throat is dry. I just had to take my medicine. And I want to say, if Rodney or Ducky see this, I want to give a shout out to them and give them my condolences because their mother passed. Everyone from 144th Street between Bro and Amsterdam, where I grew up at, knows Miss Pat. Miss Pat was a stable elder in our community. She had a beautiful son and daughter, Ducky and Rodney. She was a great person. She used to write me when I was in prison. And she was family. So I give my condolences, shout out to them, and let me know when the funeral. I'll be there. Number 15, the lie. You can't trust anyone. Answer. This lie is the shield that becomes a cage. Trust is a risk, but it is also the only way to build meaningful relationships. Example. You were betrayed by a friend. The lie says all friends are potential betrayers. The truth says that one person's actions are not a prophecy for all. 16. The lie. They are simply lucky. Answer. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. What you see as luck is often years of invisible work, failure, and persistence or perseverance as well. Example. A writer hits the bestseller list. The lie says they got lucky. The truth is they spent years writing, getting rejected, and honing their craft. And there's no such thing as luck. It's whatever God wills. And like it says, be in the right place, right time. And it's something that God had for you. Of course, if it wasn't meant for you, you won't get it. Anything that God has for you is yours. Nobody can take it. And anything he don't have for you, nobody can give you. And that's if everybody in the world try to give it to you. Still ain't gonna happen. 17. The lie. Conflict means the end. Answer. Conflict is inevitable and when handled well can be the engine of deepening intimacy and understanding. Example, you have a big fight with your sibling. The lie says your relationship is ruined. The truth says this is an opportunity to clear the air and set new boundaries. Like I tell you, boundaries are a necessity, especially when you get grown, because people will overstep your boundaries because it's not about you, it's about them. And you have to be able to put people in their place. And if they don't respect your boundaries, these are the people that you let out your life. And it's just how that goes. 18. The lie. You can save them. Answer. You can support, love, and encourage someone, but you cannot fix or save them. That is their own journey. Example. You are in a relationship with an addict. The lie says your love can cure them. The truth says your love is for support, their recovery, but they must choose it for themselves. Like I said, it has to be here. If it's not in your heart to do right, you're not going to do right. And you have to come to a point in life when you get tired of being sick and tired. You know? And that's just how life goes. I ain't make the rules. I'm just giving them to you. Example. Okay, yeah. 19. The lie. They should be like me. Answer. This is the root of much intolerance. Everyone has a unique wiring, history, and perspective. The world needs that diversity. Example. You're a planner, and your partner is spontaneous. The lie says they're irresponsible. The truth says they are teaching you to live in the moment, and you teach them structure. Everybody has a purpose. 20. The lie. Their success is your failure. Answer. Life is not a zero-sum game. Another person's striving does not diminish your potential. It can be an inspiration and a blueprint. Example, a friend gets a promotion you wanted. The lie says you lost. The truth says you have a friend in a position of power who can champion you in the future. Think about that. Category 3. The lies we are told about the world. 21. The lie. Money is the root of all evil. Answer. Money is a tool. And this is what my mother used to always tell me when I was a kid. Because my mother had money. Like I tell you, my mother owned 3 bars, candy store, and taxi cabs in Harlem, growing up from 69 to 2002. And one day you'll know my story because I never had to hustle. You know, I just had to use my head for more than a hat rack. But because of my insecurities, I chose the streets. But that's another story. But like I said, she always told me, money is a tool to get the things you need in life. That's it. Do not worship money. Because if you worship money, God will be mad. Because God is a jealous God. And he don't take worship anything other than him. So I never used it for nothing but a tool to get the things I needed to get in life. And to help others to put a smile on their face. It amplifies what is already within you. The love of money can be destructive, but money itself is a neutral. Example, you feel guilty for wanting to be wealthy. The truth is, money can be a powerful force for good, allowing you to provide for your family and support causes you care about. 22. The lie. The world is a dangerous place. Answer. While risk exists, the world is also full of kindness and opportunity. This lie is designed to keep you small and afraid. Example, you wanted to travel solo. The lie says it's too dangerous. The truth is, With preparation and awareness, you can explore the world and find profound connections. And why I say that, right? Because my mother, she used to go to different countries by herself and find friends who wind up becoming family. Um, and this happened in more than one country. So, it's life is what you make it. Always understand that. Proper preparation prepares for poor performance. Do what you got to do. 23. The lie. History is objective fact. Is a objective fact. Answer. History is written by the victors and the filters through perspective. To understand the truth, you must seek multiple sources and marginalize voices. Example, you learn about a historical event only from one textbook. The lie says that the whole story, the truth emerges when you read firsthand accounts from all sides. It's like they say that, we were uncivilized in Africa. Everybody got their civilization from us. And like they say, the one who wins the war makes the rules. He makes his history for him, and that's it is what it is. And that's just life. 24. The lie. Authority figures are always right. Answer. Authority is a position, not a synonym for infallibility. Critical thinking is your responsibility. Example, a doctor gives you a diagnosis. The lie says you must accept it without question. The truth is you have the right to seek a second opinion. 25. The lie. You can't fight the system. Answer, systems are made of people and people can change. Collective action has shifted the arc of history. Example, you see an injustice at your workplace. The lie says there's nothing you can do. The truth is you can organize with colleagues to advocate for change. Nothing is infallible. Everything can be changed. 26, the lie. Good things come to those who wait. The truth is good things come to those who are actively engaging or engaged and prepared for the opportunity they seek. And like I said, in life, right, there's a lot of opportunities that I thought that I missed. But what I realized in life, right, as I've gotten older, those were the things that God was showing you that you could have if you prepare yourself for them. And this is why he puts you through those adversities when you want to get to a certain level. And like the people who've gotten to a certain level in life, God has put them through adversities that you haven't seen. And once they've gone through their adversities and made the changes they need to make and did the right choices, like I say, your choices shape your adversities. Your adversities are your lessons. They get you to your blessings. And once they've done that, the outcome is what you see, but you haven't seen the struggle. Example, you dream and starting a business. The lie says wait for the perfect time. The truth is you need to start building now, even in small ways. You have to prepare. It's like, I was telling my boy, he was saying like, yo, why are you doing this now? Because I said, I want to be prepared for when things transpire, I'll be already ready. He was like, oh shit, that's smart. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is why in 5 months I have 3 books on Amazon, 8 modules on Gumroad, a website, a business account with my EIN, my LLC, this podcast, and all within 5 months. I got out the hospital, I think January or February of this year after, my second surgery. And ever since then, I've been on building my brand, my platform, my business. And little by little, I'm doing what I have to do to get to where I need to be, because everything takes time. See, I no longer want fast money, because I know what fast money does. I know what fast money brings. And it brings nothing but heartache, pain, and loss. And once you understand that, you appreciate the struggle. I love going through what I go through. I thank God every day for going what I've gone through and what I'm going through. And he helps me every day a little bit more to be better, to do better, and get that much further. But you have to have that relationship with God. You have to have that trust to know that, no matter what, he got your back. But it comes in time. It comes with building that relationship with him. And like I said, I'm not a religious guy. I'm just a spiritual guy. And understand I'm a difficult person. And he's given me an opportunity to bring healing to the world. Because like I said, this is not my program. This is his program. He woke me up for 6 years, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with ideas. And this is one of the things he gave me. Like I told you, he gave me 30 apps, device, and business concepts over 6 years. And I still got all the sticky pads to prove it. And then I formulated the businesses from there. And after my situation, it's like, look, you asked for this, now get busy. And that's what I've been doing. It's through adversity comes change. You got to go through it to get to it. And whatever he puts you through, he's going to get you through because he loves you that much. Understand that. 27, the lie. It's a man's world. Answer, this is a limited belief. While biases exist, gender is not a determining factor for success, contribution, or influence. Example, you're a woman in tech. The lie says you don't belong. The truth is your unique perspective is an inevitable and invaluable asset to the field. Look at the women who created the algorithms to go to the moon. Look at all the beautiful women who've created apps, devices, business concept, the home alarm. The list goes on. So we are one. God took our rib and made them. They are our partners. This is why it's so important to find your rib. And it's important for her to find her body. And when that match comes together, there's no stopping you. And this is why they keep us separated, because they know how strong we are. But we have to learn how strong we are. We have to learn who we are and what we can do. I know, man, I've broken all the rules. 28 years federal prison, becoming rich, owning houses, not one, not two, not three, but 4 houses, condos, business, restaurant, losing it all, and still come out with my mental faculties. Losing my mother, my father, my little sister, little cousins, my big cousins, my aunt, my uncle, my wife, my kids, my brothers, and still have my faculties. Most people would have lost it. This lets me know why I'm here. My purpose is for a reason. And then that's not all. Then going from that to having to go to a halfway house, then a shelter. Because the people I loved said that they have nowhere for me, which was a lie, but It is what it is. But see, you got to understand that was God putting me through my strengthening process to be able to deal with going from jail to a halfway house, then from a halfway house to a shelter, and then to get my own place, and then getting shot 9 times and surviving. So you tell me that I'm not here for a reason. You tell me that God didn't prepare me in those 6 years with the 30 apps, advice, and business concepts that I'm doing right now. That's going to help me get to where I need to be in life. Is not real. Then I'm not talking to you right now. Then 28, the lie. You are your job title. Answer. Your job title is what you do, not who you are. It is a role, not an identity. Your identity are your values, passion, and relationships. Example, you get fired. The lie says you are worthless. The truth is you have lost a job, not your sense of self. And this is a pivot to a new path. Like I said, when one door closed, walk down the hallway. It's another door. You see that door right there in the background? If you go through that door, I guarantee you, if you walk, there's going to be another door somewhere. Just keep going to the door that you fit in. 29, the lie. You have to play the game. Answer, the game often requires compromising your integrity. The truth is, you can succeed by writing your own rules and building systems of value. Your own system. Like TACC is my system of value. Through adversity comes change. Is me, Rich Comer. Hey, Crummy, how we doing today? Let me shout at him. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Example, you're in a competitive industry. The lie says you must step on others to get ahead. The truth is you can be a collaborator and still be highly successful. Why would you step on people? I mean, before I did it myself, but as I've gotten older and understand life, why would you step on people when you can lift them up and y'all can win together? Think about that. 30, the lie. Your vote doesn't matter. Answer. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your voice matters because it's a piece of the collective will. The truth is, civil engagement is a muscle that must be exercised. So what you must do your civil duty. Category 4, the lies we tell ourselves, self-deception. 31, the lie. I'll be happy when. Answer. This postpones life. Happiness is found in the present. The when becomes never because there will always be a new when. Example, I'll be happy when I get married. The truth is, if you are not happy now, a relationship will not fix it. 32, the lie. It doesn't bother me. Answer, if it doesn't bother you, You wouldn't say it. This lie buries emotions that will resurface as anxiety or illness. Example, a friend consistently cancels plans. You say you don't mind. The truth is it hurts and you need to address it or adjust your friendship. One thing I learned, right? When a person tells you going to be there or stands you up, after the first time, you don't let it happen again. See, because when a person stands you up or doesn't even call you to give you the common courtesy or the respect, that means they don't value you and they don't respect you. And these are the people that you have to make boundaries for. 33 to lie. I don't have time. Answer. You have 24 hours a day. I don't have time usually means it's not a priority. That's a powerful distinction. Example, you say you don't have time to exercise. The truth is you're choosing other priorities over your physical health. Something I do as well. I should be working out more, but it's all about mindset. You have to have it here. If it's not here, it's not going to work. It got to be here and here. It's not here right now. So all I do is physical therapy, but I'll get back into it because I've been doing this, and this is like my baby, my pet peeve, to get this where it needs to be. Once I get this, and things change and finances start to, I can, get an office and, have a gym and, be able to do what I need to do, get a trainer or whatever until I'm ready to do it by myself. Who is that? Who is that kind of come in? Who is that trying to come in? Somebody hit me up. No. Okay, I don't know who it was. Somebody tried to come in, but I don't know what they are. 34 to lie. I'm fine. Answer. This is the most common mask. It's a way to avoid vulnerability, connection, and the work of facing a problem. Example, you are struggling financially, but you tell everyone you're fine. The truth is you are suffering in silence and missing out on support. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. This is why I tell you in life, you have to be totally honest. If you ain't all right, you ain't all right. And the people that love you, they're going to do right by you. 35, the lie. I'll do it tomorrow. Answer, procrastination is not a time management problem. It's an emotional regulation problem. This lie steals your future energy. Example, you need to have a difficult conversation. The lie says you'll do it later. The truth is you are avoiding discomfort, and the conversation will only get harder. 36, the lie. I have to be stronger for others. Answer, this lie prevents you from being human. Showing your children or loved ones you're vulnerable teaches them that it's okay to struggle and seek help. Example, you're grieving a loss but hide your tears from your kids. The truth is showing your sadness allows them to process their own. And that bullshit about men don't cry. I've been in prison with some of the roughest and toughest motherfuckers in the world. Niggas that could probably whoop the whole jail at that one time. And I've had to console them when they were crying. We in the hole, just me and them. And they had their whole head on my shoulder crying. And this is a tough motherfucker. So men cry. Always be able to show who you are. People will love you for your genuine oneness. Your genuine oneness. Everything else, they're not going to respect. So always be your genuine self, man. Don't let nobody tell you anything different, because you are special. You are 1 out of 5 billion sperm cells that made it. And if you ain't get shit out, spit out, or swallowed, you have a purpose. Find your purpose. Embrace your journey, and your life is going to be fantastic. Trust me. 37, the lie. I don't need anyone. Answer. This is a lonely and false ideal. We are biologically wired for connection. This lie is a defense mechanism against the fear of rejection. And that's what most of the time a person is afraid they're going to be rejected. Example, you isolate yourself after a breakup. The truth is you need your community now more than ever. 38, the lie. This is just the way I am. Answer. This lie is a barrier for growth. This is how I am now is more accurate and allows for change. Example, you have a hot temper. The lie says it's your personality. The truth says it's a learned pattern you have unlearned. You can unlearn with practice. 39, the lie. I shouldn't feel this way. Answer. This is emotional invalidation against yourself. You feel what you feel. It is what it is. Judging it only creates a secondary wound. Example, you feel jealous of a colleague's success. The lie says you're a bad person. The truth says jealousy is a valid signal pointing to your own unfulfilled desires. 40, the lie. I've already tried everything. Answer. No, you haven't. This lie is a statement of exhaustion. The truth is you've tried everything you can currently see. You need new perspectives. Example, you tried to lose weight. The lie says it's hopeless. The truth is you haven't tried therapy to address the emotional reasons behind your eating habits. Think about that. You got to go to the root. Category 5, the truth that emerges through adversity. 41, the lie. Adversity is a punishment. Answer. Adversity is a catalyst, springboard. It's not just personal. It's a natural part of life ecosystem or ecosystem. It reveals what you are made of. Example, you get diagnosed with a chronic illness. The lie says God is punishing you. The truth is the adversity forces you to reevaluate your life and find a new, more meaningful way to live. 42, the lie. Healing means forgetting. Answer. Healing means integrating. It means the memory is less charged, and only can and you can carry the lesson without the pain controlling you. Example, you were bullied as a child. The lie says you must forget it to heal. The truth is healing comes from understanding its impact on you and using that to build compassion. And like I tell you guys, I'm dyslexic, so my words come out messed up sometimes. And I smoke a lot of weed too, so that plays a part. 43, the lie. Pain is a weakness. Answer. Pain is a signal. Feeling it fully is the only way to move through it. Ignoring it is a form of self-abandonment. Example, you feel heartbroken. The lie says you need to toughen up and move on. The truth is you need to surrender to the grief to truly let go. 44. The lie. You should be over it by now. Answer. There is no time limit for healing. This lie adds the burden of shame to the weight of pain. Example. It's been years since your divorce. The lie says you should be over it. The truth is that some wounds are deep and healing is not linear. 45. The lie. Adversity shows you who your real friends are. Answer. Adversity shows you who is capable of showing up. Some friends simply don't have the capacity. It's a revelation, not a judgment. Example, you're going through a crisis and a close friend disappears. The lie says they are a bad person. The truth is they might be emotionally unequipped to handle this situation, or they might be going through their own thing at that time. And, they don't want to burden you with their problem. So it could be a multitude of things. 46. The lie. Everything happens for a reason. Answer. Sometimes things just happen. The reason you created is the reason. No, let me say it again. The reason you create is the meaning you assign to it. You are an author of that meaning. Example, you lose your business. The lie says it was meant to be. The truth is it was a painful failure, and you can choose to derive a powerful meaning from it. Or example, let's learning from it. Moving on and doing a better one next time. 47. The lie. If you just say positive, it will go away. Answer. Toxic positivity is a denial of reality. The truth is you have to hold space for both the positive and the negative simultaneously to be a whole person. Example. You are facing a difficult diagnosis. The lie says to just think positive. The truth is you can be hopeful while also being scared and planning for tough outcomes. Let me see if this is on Twitch or Kick. Somebody's trying to get in. Let me see. No, that's not it. Let me see if it's this. No, it's not that. I don't know who it is. But let me get back to what we're doing. Oh, let me see. Nope. I don't know. I can't see it. So hey, it is what it is. 48. The lie. You have to do this alone. Answer. The deepest healing happens in connection. The truth is being witnessed in your struggle is one of the most profound human experiences. Example, you're in therapy uncovering trauma. You feel shame. The lie says you're alone. The truth is you are likely in the room with a professional who has helped hundreds of people with similar stories. 49. The lie. You are broken. Answer. You are not broken. You are scared. You are scarred. And scars are proof of healing. The kintsugi art of repairing broken pottery with gold celebrates the cracks. Yo, you have to see that too. I just seen that. Like if a bowl gets broke, instead of throwing it away or gluing it, they mend it with gold and then they redo it and it comes out fly. And it's called the kintsugi art. Check it out. Example, you have PTSD for a traumatic event. The lie says you are broken for life. The truth is your nervous system is desegregated and it can be re-regulated with the right care. And 50 final, the lie. The truth will set you free at the start. Answer, the truth doesn't always set you free immediately. It often hurts first, but it is the only foundation upon which a truly free life can be built. Example, you realize you are in an unhappy marriage. The truth hurts and feels like it's destroying everything. The lie is to stay comfortable. The truth is this revelation is the first step towards building a life of authenticity. The closing, authentic's duty. We are not victims of the lie we have been told. We are the heirs to them. But inheritance is not a destiny. The decision to disguise the lie from the truth is the most critical choice we will ever make. For it is the choice between a life of quiet desperation and one of profound, unfettered authenticity. The lies are comfortable, familiar prison. The truth is a daunting, open wilderness, but within that wilderness is your actual home. Your adversities were not detours from your life's path. They were the path. They were the forge where the dross and the deception was burned away, leaving only the precious metal of your true self. The healing process is not a return to a before, but a journey into an after, a future built on solid ground of honesty. By doing this difficult, courageous work, by excavating your history, rewriting your narrative, and healing your wounds, you do not just change your outcome, you change your very identity. You move from being the character in a story written by others to the character in your own. The greatest truth we can embrace is that we have always been the author of our own lives. We just needed the wisdom from the rubble to pick up the pen. And like I said, if nobody told you today that they love you, I'm telling you. And I think I'm gonna do a few more series on truth and lies because there's so many dimensions to it and how our realities are being shaped by others. And it's time for us to wake up. And if they say we woke, yeah, we're wide awoke. You know, we see what's going on and we understand. You know, you don't hate. It is what it is because everybody has to pay for what they do in life. You know, and if they feel that the price is not high, do it. But you know that you have to do the right thing no matter what. And you have to be able to understand and decipher the lies from the truth, even when you heal. Because if you don't, you're going to be tricked. You know, so my thing is doing the right thing, learn the lies from the truth, healing, and helping others heal. And like I said, it's only through our adversity change takes place. This is what TACC is all about, helping us understand the different things in life that they put in our way to hold us back. But like I said, it's more than one way of skinning the cat without choking shit out and fucking up the fur. You just got to figure it out. And like I said, man, you know, united we stand, divided we fall. You got to go through the struggle to get to it. And I guarantee you, once you get to the other side, much more peaceful. It's a better life. Understand, this is coming from a guy who had it, made millions, lost it, and at peace with little or nothing. It's a blessing. Trust me. Y'all have a blessed life and a blessed night. And know that, like I said, if nobody told you today they love you, I'm telling you. And just know that it's going to be all right once you embrace the journey. TACC man out. Peace.